Hi, and welcome to Business Writing Online. I'm your instructor, Dr. Philly Young, and this is a short video to help you get started, let you know a little bit about what you're in for with the course and with the rest of the semester. Now, one of the first things you're going to want to do is to, if you haven't already, is to go and get a copy of the textbook we'll be using for this class. We're only using the one textbook, but you want to go ahead and get a copy of it as soon as you can, because we will pretty much immediately start into this and start reading chapter 1 here for our very quickly upcoming assignments. So do go ahead and get a copy of this. The name of our textbook is Successful Writing at Work by Philip C. Collin. This is the 10th edition. Now, you definitely want to make sure that you have the 10th edition of this textbook. There are a couple of other editions floating around out there because they've been used in previous classes, so you want to avoid maybe the 8th or 9th edition because there may be some used copies of those out there. And instead, try and look and find a copy of the 10th edition. That's the one we'll be using here. You may be able to find a used copy of this. If you can, do so. Save yourself money when you can. You might want to try both on-campus bookstore here at Brockport. Barnes Noble is our on-campus bookstore here in Brockport. But you might also want to try a more independent bookseller like a Liftbridge bookstore that's down in Brockport. They're usually really good at having a lot of these textbooks available. So you may want to check in them and compare prices. Save yourself cash when you can. But do get that book as soon as you're able to do so. Now, one of the great things about an online class is that we are in a class like this able to work a little bit more at our own pace and our own schedule, just in the sense that, unlike a class where you have to regularly go to specific class hours, you can work in this class in the morning, early in the morning if you want to, very late at night if you want to, if you're a night owl and want to work then. You do want to keep up with all sorts of deadlines, though, in the class and pay close attention to those. The deadlines are listed on our syllabus and will be listed in various places throughout the course. If you want to go ahead and take a look at the syllabus, you can find a copy of that in the folder that's at the top of our Learning Modules section. There's a folder there that's called Course Guide and General Information. And in that folder, you'll find quite a lot of helpful information for getting started in the class, including our grading policy, our textbook further textbook information in there, as well as some a couple of suggestions about books you might want to get to help you out. Those aren't required, unlike the Philip C. Collin book. But you may want to go ahead and take a look at those. And you'll find lots of helpful information in that folder, and you will find there copies of our syllabus. There's a downloadable version of our syllabus there and an online version of the syllabus. I strongly recommend that you go ahead and download a copy of the syllabus so that you have one on hand and so that you can just have that where you can quickly grab it, look at it, and make sure you keep up with the deadlines. So do make sure you stay and follow through with meeting all the requirements on time. Now, you'll find, I think, pretty quickly that you'll fall into a fairly regular pattern of work in this course. Very often our weeks will be set up along a similar kind of schedule. In most weeks, we will have a reading that will begin the week. You'll read a chapter from the textbook. We'll then have a discussion forum that will open where you'll be able to talk with your fellow students about various issues and questions that I'll raise in that discussion forum. You'll have often a quiz every week or 2 weeks sometimes on the reading that you've done for that week, a short quiz to check and see that you've read and that you've read carefully. And you'll have writing assignments on a fairly regular basis that are due very often on Fridays of each week. Again, usually you'll have a writing assignment sometimes once a week, but sometimes we move to a little bit more where you have a little bit of breathing room between some of those writing assignments, and sometimes they'll just be every 2 weeks. So we'll fall into something of a pattern that I think you'll get used to fairly quickly with this material. We have what are called modules in a class like this, and the modules are little sections of the class. They're usually divided into about 2-week sections or 3-week sections, depending on what we're working on. Now, those modules will tend to be centered around a common kind of business writing or a common kind of theme. Our first module, Module 1, is open now if you'd like to go and take a look at it and check it out. And this will start giving you a feel about what the class will be like. You'll also find in Module 1 right now a video that's up there at the top of the module when you click it open that I'll talk to you in that video about a lot more specifically about some of the assignments that are in that module, and you may want to go and take a look at that you know, pretty shortly after you look at your syllabus, and I would recommend you go ahead and take a look at that video as soon as you can. Now, most weeks will also have PowerPoint presentation lectures. These are short lectures. They're usually pretty lively. They are very visual in nature, as they are PowerPoint. They're kind of animated PowerPoint lectures. They'll tell you a lot more about some of the kinds of tips and ideas you might have for improving your business writing. And you always want to make sure and watch those. These can also really help you with the quizzes. So I recommend strongly that you both do the reading from the chapter and also watch those PowerPoint presentations before you take the quizzes for each week, as these will really tend to help you out a lot. Over this course, we'll be looking at a lot of different kinds and types of business writing. The most common kinds, and the ones that as we improve them, will really help you, I think, with many different kinds of work that you may be involved in. We'll look at quite a number of different styles of business letters and sales letters. We'll look at interoffice material like memos and email. And we'll also concentrate on a little bit more personal kinds of business writing, like preparing your resume and an application letter in order to help strengthen your ability to go out and get a job. Now, this kind of writing is something that you can take straight from the class and use in your real life. The resume you'll be working on later in the semester will be your real resume, and you can actually, hopefully strengthen it, improve it, and use it as needed to really help you out. So a course like this can be very beneficial to you, as the vast majority of us are going to be, looking for a job sometime soon, once you graduate from college, or some of you may be even looking for a job right now. So this kind of writing can really help you out. Now, the discussion forums I'll say just a little bit more about in the video presentation and at the top of Module 1. But the discussion forums are like our classroom discussion. And this is a place where you'll get to talk to your fellow students, you'll get to meet your fellow students, and by the end of the semester, I think you'll find that though we're an online class, you'll know your fellow students pretty well. You'll have worked with them over a number of weeks in discussion forums, and you'll also be doing a group project with some of your fellow students by the end of the semester. And sometimes we have people who come out of a class like this, they go into it thinking, oh, this isn't like a class where I'm on campus and I'm sitting next to people, and you think, oh, I won't really get to know anybody in an online class, it'll be more impersonal. But I think many students have found that you actually can come out of a class like this making friends with other students, getting to know people just as well as you actually might in an on-campus class. So I look forward to meeting you myself and also seeing you meet your fellow students. There's many ways, if you have any questions about any of these assignments, to get in contact with me, and I'm always happy to help you in any way that I can. The easiest way to always contact me is through Angel email. Send me a quick email with your question, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Another good way to contact me, if you have a general question about any assignment during a module, is to go to the permanent discussion forum called Raise Your Hand and Ask. You'll find this at the top of our whole learning module section. And this is a discussion forum where you can post a short question. I'll respond, and very often I'll find that students who have questions about an assignment and ask it, may be asking a question that actually a lot of other students have for that same assignment. And we can just post an answer there, and anybody who needs to or wants to can go look at the Raise Your Hand and Ask forum, and they may find an answer to their question. You may also, through the semester, if you find that you do have a question about an assignment, always want to go up and click on that discussion forum and see if it's already been asked and answered. Because you may find another student has beat you to it and asked that question, and I've already answered it for them. But I urge you, if you have a good question about an assignment, to check that out. But I am always available, however you want to contact me, through email or through that forum. And I'm again, look forward to working with you through the semester. I think we'll have a good time, and I think it'll be something that'll be hopefully very beneficial to you as you take some of these skills out into the workplace. So right now, I guess we can say let's get to it. and I will talk to you again shortly. Thank you.